Hello there. In today's video, I'm going to teach you the difference between two words that are very confusing. But before I continue, this video is by request. By request means somebody asked me to teach these two words in the video and make clear differences between the two videos. My name is Grayman, and you can follow me in the YouTube, Learn English with Grayman. And later, if you like this video, give me a thumb up and you can subscribe in my channel. These two words here, the first one L-A-T-E-R and the second one L-A-T-T-E-R. How would you pronounce the first one? The first one is very common and everybody knows it. Later. You hear a lot of people say later or later or later. I'll call you later. Later. Okay? This is the first one. But this one is latter, not later. Later, and this one is ladder or latter. Okay? Ladder. So what's the difference between later and latter? Let's look at this. Some exercises here. Tom, or any person, Tom, Ali, Peter, said that he would call me later. Okay? I'll call you later. I'll talk to you later. We're talking about the first part, this one here, later. Look at this quote here. I don't know who wrote it, but I got it somewhere. There are two kinds of worries. There are two kinds of worries. Those you can do something about and those you can't. So there's two different types of worries. Those you can do something about and those you can't. Don't spend any time on the what? On the latter or later. What's your guess? So it would be latter. Latter. Okay, the latter one, the one that has been mentioned. If you mention two things previously, there's the first and then the second. So you're talking about the second one. So here, if you look at this one once again, there are two types of worries. Okay, ones that you can do something about. This one type you can do something about, and those you can't. Those you can't. Don't spend time or don't spend any time on the latter one. The one that you can do something about or the ones that you can't do anything about. That means the latter ones, here you can't do anything about it, don't do anything about. So you can't do anything about it, so just forget about them. Work on the ones that you can, work them out for yourself. In other words, to make it easier, if you talked about two things in the past, the first one and the second one, and then you say the latter one means the one that you mentioned second. It's called the latter one. Let's have three more examples to make it clear. Mary plans to go shopping or to shop. Mary plans to shop for a dress. Here. Later or latter this morning. Okay, look at it again. Mary plans to shop for a dress. Latter or later this morning. We should go later this morning. Okay, later time. If you look at this one here, we should later, L-A-T-E-R. Let's look at this one here. We had a dog and a cat. Two things. We had a dog here, and then we had a cat. Of the two means this and this one. The latter or the later? Which one? Should we say the latter or the later? Makes a lot of noises. Makes a lot of noises. We had two dogs. We had a dog and a cat, two animals. of the two, the latter or the later makes a lot of noises. So which should we use, this one or this one? So we say the latter, the one that mentioned second, the one that mentioned second here. It makes a lot of noises. Let's look at the last example here. We say, let's have a coffee. We say later in the week or later in the week. It should be later in the week. I hope you like this video. If you have any comments, just leave them there. If you like this video, give me a thumb up and just work hard on your language skills. Bye-bye.